Hello everybody, and welcome to a Dominaria draft here on the channel. Now before I dive in, I do want to announce that this is a special streamer showdown kind of against me and Going Optimal, which is Ryan Spain, and then we've each brought 3 members of our community and we're going to be battling it out. Before I dive in though, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below with any questions or feedback. But yeah, without further ado, let's get to the pack. I love me some Divination action. Elfhame Druid can also be pretty good, but I think Divination is just the best. I pretty much always take Divination. Oh, you're number 74. That's amazing, Demystify. But yeah, I almost always take Divination when I get the opportunity. It's such a clean 2-for-1. I love getting into blue decks. I think Elfhame Druid is in second place here, but a lot of the time, these games end up very grindy, and Elfhame Druid doesn't do much if you don't have a very explosive start. And sure, it can lead to explosive starts, but a lot of the times, the games are going to settle down, they're going to slow down, and you're going to be a little bit disappointed that you have a 2-mana O2, because the mana doesn't always end up being super relevant. It can lead to some of the craziest starts, where you go turn 2 Elfhame Druid, turn 3 Kicked Grow from Ashes, and then go from there. But I love just starting with Divination. Every time I cast Divination, I feel like I just have locked in a victory almost. Marwyn can be okay. Other good cards, like cards that might wheel in this pack. Not gonna. I think both the blue cards are gonna get taken. I don't think we're gonna get anything back from this pack. Maybe we're gonna get Corrosive Ooze back, which is sometimes playable, but like it's gonna go like taken. I'd think so. Maybe we'll get back Adamant Will. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, maybe I'll get back something good. There's a lot of good cards in this pack, so I'm guaranteed to get at least something back. So we've started things off with a beautiful Divination there. And moving on to pack 2, the rare is missing. So not a huge amount of signaling here. Warcry Phoenix can be okay, but it is generally a bit too small for the format. Like 4-mana 2/2 flyer is just a little bit on the small side. There's no good blue cards in this pack to follow up our Divination. Unwind is sometimes playable, but not a card I'm ever taking early. The best cards in this pack are Pegasus Courser, Baloth Gorger, and Memorial to Unity. Baloth Gorger is not a card I prioritize. I think it's oftentimes just better to play like a Mammoth Spider than a Baloth Gorger, because this card just like eats removal or gets chumped to oblivion. It looks like a great card, and a lot of people thought it was like one of the best commons going in, but it generally underperforms in this format. So I think the land is actually a better pickup than the Baloth Gorger. Pegasus Courser is okay, but it's not really the type of card that I want to be playing. I'd rather play a more controlling card than a card that like relies on beating down. So I think I'm going to settle on Memorial to Unity. It's like taking a green card like Baloth Gorger, but instead of and I like blue-green a lot, but instead of taking Baloth Gorger, it lets you like play an extra land sometimes because you'll have a spell in your land slot. And overall, I think it's a little bit better than the Baloth Gorger. Because I think Baloth Gorger is just very replaceable. Just random big creatures. Like the difference between Baloth Gorger, like Baloth Gorger, sure, it's great to drop on turn 4. But a lot of the times in Dominaria specifically, you want to think about what your cards do in the extreme late game. And the difference between Baloth Gorger and like Primordial Worm, or especially Baloth Gorger and Mammoth Spider, is not that high. Mammoth Spider's like way overperforms, and that kind of steps on Baloth Gorger's shoes a little bit. But I like getting the Memorial here. Moving on to pick 3. There's a Sapperling Migration, which is one of my favorite cards in the set. There is also a Gideon's Reproach, which is better than it looks in this set. A lot of the time this card underperforms, but in this set it's actually pretty good. Opt is not a card I'm going to be taking this early. I don't generally prioritize Opt unless I have Adeliz the Cinderwind, which is the blue-red uncommon. Caligo Skin, which is also a pretty solid card. But Migration is a nice little follow-up. We have been seeing some green signals here. And other than that, the blue cards, Sentinel can be okay. It's good with some random, it's good with random sagas that you get. So I do think Sentinel's my maybe second pick out of this pack. I don't love Reproach. I generally don't prioritize it. I think Migration's very good though. So we're going to take that over Reproach and over the Skin, which I think it goes Sapperling, Sentinel, Reproach, Caligo for me. Because Caligo is just a solid 2-drop. I think Sentinel's probably second place just because it's a blue card. It generally is just pretty powerful. A rare and a common are missing out of this pack, so we don't get a ton of signaling either from this one. But yeah, I think Sentinel can be good, but I'd rather just get the Migration. Green has looked fairly open. We got past a Baloth Gorge. We got past this Memorial. And we're going to see what happens. So far, off to a good start here. Okay, moving on to pick 4. I don't love Blood Tallow Candle. It's just very inefficient, so I don't love that. Call the Cavalry's okay. Again, we've seen a couple white cards now. We've seen Pegasus Courser into Gideon's Reproach into Call the Cavalry. But I don't really want to draft green-white. I think we could just take Deep Freeze. I think Call the Cavalry is just like a card that a lot of people really liked, but I was never really a big fan, because the problem is white decks already struggle to push through, and Call the Cavalry doesn't help you with that. You just play your Call the Cavalry, and then they play like a 2-3, which there are many 2-3s in the format, and then you just all of a sudden can't do anything, which is a problemo. There are a lot of white cards in this pack, but Sanctum Spirit isn't very good, Excavation Elephant isn't very good, Warcaller, Raiding Lightning. There's a lot of red and white cards here, but we're just gonna like take Deep Freeze, I think. I just really don't like Call the Cavalry, and I think Deep Freeze is actually pretty solid. Hey, Flux Spectacular. Like, Call the Cavalry is just not as good as I thought it would be when I first saw the card. Actually, I'm always relatively low on token generators, so like this one really overperformed and this one really underperformed for me. But getting 1 Deep Freeze is actually really good for a blue deck. We're not guaranteed to be blue, but I really want to be blue because the blue cards are all the best. And Call the Cavalry is just like not a card I'm excited to play. The preemptive GG tilt 2 Flux Spectacular. Such is life. Oh gosh. Okay, what do we see here? Okay, so we're definitely seeing white cards. There's also Diligent Excavator, which is bad. Talarian Scholar is okay. Baird, not really a card I'm loving, but we'll just take the Gideon's Approach now. We're not playing any of these blue cards. Scholar is sometimes playable. Kamal's Druidic Vow is not good. Ancient Animus isn't good. I think Baird is worse than Gideon's Approach. But this is a pretty easy Gideon's Approach. This is just a pretty weak pack other than Gideon's Approach. There are still 3 blue cards in the pack, which is kind of interesting. And maybe we'll transition, but this is a pretty... Yeah, we're in fine shape. I'm not worried. Not worried at all about our direction here. We could jump into white, but again, we missed out on like Call the Cavalry, which I'm not like super pumped by. The problem is green-white decks just struggle to get value, which this format is oftentimes about value. So I'd rather oftentimes have a mediocre blue deck than like a good white deck, because I guess that doesn't make sense because it's like good cards versus medium cards. But like going through the white commons after like Blessed Light, I'm not like super thrilled with a lot of them. Okie doke, and now there is a Baloth Gorger. We'll pick that up over Juggernaut. Also another Call the Cavalry. Thing is like this is like the 4th best white common or something, and like it's still not great. Baloth Gorger is just a nice little green card though. Juggernaut can be okay. It's like if you have some historic cards, but we'll just take the Baloth Gorger, I think, pretty easily here. It's just the best card in the pack by a wide margin. Even though it's worse than it looks, it's still fantastic. I think green-white has looked the most open from this direction, so we'll keep that in mind in pack 2. We're probably not going to get a ton of white cards pack 2 because we haven't like seen any, but we also have 2 good blue cards, so we could just get a bunch of blue pack 2 and then ride that to the finish line. We're probably almost definitely playing green, I think. That was a late Baloth Gorger. And like we took a Deep Freeze over a Call to Cavalry, and like that's the only pick where we didn't take a white card or whatever, and I'm totally okay with that. Okay, now there's a Baird, which I don't like, or an Opt, and there's a Mesa Unicorn. Mesa Unicorn's okay. Sergeant at Arms, just general underperformer. It's just fine 2-drop. Opt is not a card I'm prioritizing, as I said. So yeah, I think we take Mesa Unicorn over Baird and over Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms is just a general underperformer. The extra 3 mana to kick it is just not good, and the 2 mana 2/2 lifelink can perform. Opt and Baird are the other 2 considerations, but we don't have anything that cares about legendaries, so I don't think I love Baird. He's just also kind of garbage body. 4 mana 2/4 is just not good, really. Even with that ability tacked on. Opt is okay sometimes, but we don't really have stuff that cares about that, so we'll just speculate into this. If we open up a good white card, we might care about that. Davenant Trapper now. That's one of the key cards for an aggressive white deck, and it looks like we might end up in that direction, even though I don't normally advocate it. It's just beating us over the head. A key card that we really want if we end up in green-white is Jousting Lance. So we're right now probably going to play green-white. Green-white has looked the most open by a significant margin. But we could totally bait and switch into blue pack 2 and wreck the person next to us while also getting a bunch of good cards. Adamant Will did Wheel, which is a nice little signal point. This is a great card in the beatdown decks because you do want some combat tricks. It's not the most efficient. It's better than Dub by a lot, though. Corrosive Ooze, not a card I'm super hyped to play. At the very least, we might be white-blue because we do have 2 good blue cards, 3 good green cards, so we could still go either direction there. Soothsayer Wheeling is maybe indicative of something, but we're taking the Will over the Corrosive Ooze here. I think we're drafting the best deck for our seat. Now we take Benelish. Just got to get those 2 drops if you're going to be beating down. I wouldn't mind an Arbor Armament. Run Amok can also be pretty good in these aggressive decks, but we're not really hoping to be playing that spot. So currently looking like we're white-green or white-blue, and blue is not really super open here. We took a Divination. So Sage of Latinam is not playable. Wizard's Fury is not a card I'm super excited by either. I guess we'll take Warlord's Fury. We're not going to play it. That's just a card that could be irritating if they have like an Adelies deck going on. We're not going to want Guy's Blessing. Fervent Strike, maybe. Probably not, though. It's just cards we don't want to have to deal with. I'm liking where we're at, though, here. It seems like we've identified, like, white is wide open here. Ancient Animus can be playable. We're not going to want Llanowar Scout, though. Whoa, we got an Arbor Armament. I like it. It's actually kind of nice because it lets your 2/2s punch through their random 1/3s. Okay, so what do we got here? Arvad the Cursed. Other legendary creatures get +2/+2. We don't have any legendary creatures, and there's no reason to switch into black when black was so clearly not open pack 1. We didn't see any top black commons or even like mediocre ones. There's a Juggernaut here, but Juggernaut probably is going to wheel. Juggernaut does go well with the Davenant Trapper and kind of with the beatdown plan here, but it might wheel, and I think we just would rather have the Saproling Migration. Animus isn't great. Migration is just the best card here. There's not a good, like, Academy Drake is not worth going into blue for here. I think we've just been seeing insane green-white signals, so we're just going to ride that train and see how it works. Ah, disconnect. Okay, perfect. I think we just take the Saproling. Ah, no. I think it's this versus Juggernaut. Academy Drake is not really a card we're considering. We didn't see any blue cards really pack 1. And, yeah, we're just going to play green-white, I think. It hurts. It hurts my soul not to play blue. But, you know, you can't always force blue. It's not going to work out if you don't see any blue cards. But yeah, Migration's great. Absolutely fantastic. We are actively looking for Jousting Lance. Wild Onslaught would be great, which is an uncommon that puts counters on all your creatures. After this, I would take the Juggernaut because it is a nice beatdown card. Works well with Trapper. Yeah, go wide, but go wide isn't that supported. Okay. Pierce the Sky. There's a Knight of Grace. We'll just take that. Marwyn isn't really what we're looking for. We don't have any elves. But Knight of Grace is a good attacker. I wouldn't mind another Memorial to Unity. They took a common out of this pack. Probably a blue common, because there's not a blue common in this pack. A Shalai would be awesome, pack 3. Oh yeah, Shalai's fantastic. But yeah, we're just going to jam Knight of Grace here over the Memorial to Unity pretty happily. 3, 4, 5. We have 5 2-drops right now, and we can always get more. We might blow somebody out with Arbor Armament, which would be really funny. And even though green-white isn't like the best in this format, and it's like probably not optimal, it's like I'm getting beaten over the head with green and white cards. Jousting Lance is #1 priority. I think I take Jousting Lance over just about everything. Proceed to get past Shalai, and then I take Shalai over Jousting Lance. But like within reason, Jousting Lance is the card I want most because it turns all these random 1/1s into like actual threats. I would play 2 Jousting Lances in this deck, no problem. Also works with the Trapper. I will say, given the deck that we have currently, the land is looking worse than Baloth Gorger would have been. Just what the doctor ordered. Jousting Lance, you don't say. Hello, Jousting Lance. It's nice to see you. Halar the Fire Fletcher. Someone's going to have a nice red-green deck. A couple good black cards here, but we're just jamming Jousting Lance. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, Jousting Lance is just what we were asking for. It works really well with the Trapper. All of our random 2-drops that get buffed by it, it's great with. And we really wanted this. We don't really want Thorn Elemental here. We're a bit more low to the ground than that. Charge isn't really what we want either. I think after this we would maybe take Llanowar Envoy as just a 3-mana 3/2 for beating down purposes. We have a couple combat tricks. We're going to put our removal in that pile. Easy Jousting Lance, though. We're not going to play Charge, even if it does wheel. It's just not impactful enough to be worth a card. Whew, Aven Sentry came around. That's good. Wow, Blink of an Eye and Arcanist both here, but we're not going to switch into blue. Pack 2, pick 4. We could at most get like 4 good blue cards before everything went around. And Aven Sentry is actually really good in the white aggro decks, because flyers are sometimes problematic, especially if you put a Jousting Lance on it. But there are some good cards going around here. I don't love Howling Golem. I think it generally is not good because a 3-mana 2/3 isn't good. And both players drawing a card after, like, both players drawing a card isn't like naturally good, and playing a 3-mana 2/3 is naturally bad. You can end up in Orzhov. We saw an Arvad. That can be a way to end up in Orzhov. There's an Adeliz. Here's a Call to Cavalry. We'll take that one. Yeah, we are miles from playing blue, but 2 Blink of an Eyes is nice for the person next to us. I think the person next to us was in blue-red. That would make sense with what we've been seeing. We didn't see any red cards pack 1, and we didn't see any blue cards pack 1. But Call the Cavalry can be okay once we have these the Jousting Lance, the Adamant Will. You really want to have combat tricks and stuff to help you push through, so you can like attack all, and then whatever they block, you like win the combat. The reason you'd play Tolarian Scholar is because sometimes you have Wizard synergy. So if Tolarian Scholar is like making your Wizard synergy cards better, then it's worth it. But like I don't play it outside of that. Oh, hello Hamilcat. I'm doing well. Okay, so Lich's Mastery. We're not going to get to build around that, unfortunately. It's just too far away. Oh yeah, I have that too. It's a Command Showdown to get the link, but thanks for posting that, Skeptical. Appreciate it. Blood Tallow Candle can be okay. If you have enough Davenant Trappers, that's the only card we'd really prioritize here. We can play Broken Bond, but we'd almost rather have to invoke the Divine. And we would play one. I think it'd be fine to play one. But Blood Tallow Candle, if we get another Davenant Trapper, we'll play it. I don't think we'll just play it on its own. Oh yeah, no worries, Skeptical Hat. I haven't posted the link in a little bit, so yeah, we'll just take this over Broken Bond. We'll start with it in the board, though, unless we get like 2 more Davenant Trappers, in which case it's actually a relevant card as a tapper. Normally it's just going to be too inefficient to be worth playing. Holy jeez. Chain Whirler still in the pack? Well, you know what we're taking. We're just hate drafting Coldwater Snapper. If it's a black, if the person passing to us is drafting black, they're gonna get a good card no matter what here. Like they're gonna get one of these 2 cards. Chain Whirler is probably not being played, but Coldwater Snapper could be really irritating to beat. Huh. I don't like Ether Glider. It can sometimes be okay if you get enough Davenant Trappers, but generally it's really bad. Shivan Fire is irritating. Arvod's not a card that we're going to want to play. We can just hate draft Shivan Fire here. We're not going to want Ether Glider, and Broken Bond is like a card that we don't need to prioritize. Take Sergeant at Arms now. A second Jousting Lance would go a long way here. One reason I can hate draft a little bit more is because I know that I'm going to play against everybody at least once. So like, I know I'm going to face the deck that has the Coldwater Snapper or the Shivan Fire. I guess it's not at least, it's just exactly once. Multani, not close. In my opinion, Antonio. Multani is just game ending. If we open Multani, this deck would go from like, probably right now it's like a 6 or a 5. And if we open Multani, it'd be like massively higher, like an 7. We'll just take Pierce the Sky. We're not going to want this thing. Oh, Siege Gang's not even close. Sorry, Power Cane. Multani is just so much better than Siege Gang. Honestly, Multani's absurd. There's a Guardians of Koilos. There's a Thorn Elemental. There's a Charge. We're not going to want Charge, I don't think. Helm of the Host is also very strong. Maybe we would want Charge. We'll take Charge. We're not going to play a 7-drop in this deck. I knew there was another Charge coming. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures right now. So Charge isn't the best right now. That's crazy late. Okay, pack 3. We blanked on that one. This is a pretty bad pack. We'll just take Davenant Trapper. Kind of a whiff there. Whiff opportunity. We're not a ramp deck, so we don't care about Grow. We aren't playing the Joda. Yeah, this is just kind of a bad pack overall. I would love another Jousting Lance. But Davenant Trapper is probably good. It makes me want to play this one Blood Tallow Candle, I'll tell you that much. Because then Blood Tallow Candle becomes a tapping effect. Hopefully we don't have to play the charges right now. That would be bad. But remember, white was super open pack 1, so maybe we'll just get a bunch of good white cards here. You never know. Wow. When I said get a bunch of good white cards, holy heck. Well, we can't play the Wrath. I mean, I guess we technically could. We could just abandon these 3 cards. Add in these ones. Play Wrath. But we're not going to take that over Icy. Wrath is solid and everything, but I think green-white was going to be the most open pack 1. And we didn't see any green pack 2, really. So I guess we could switch into blue-white, but Icy's great. Just such a good card. I think Blessed Light is also good. But the thing with Icy is it's not only a good card at tapping things down, it also triggers my Davenant Trappers, and it also lets me tap down like 2 things. So like I can tap thing end of turn, tap thing on my turn to get through for a lot of damage in one fell swoop. Surveyors, I think I go Icy, followed by Blessed Light, followed by the Raft. Nah, I wouldn't play the Raft to speculate. I think green is probably where I'm supposed to be. I think go Icy, Blessed Light, maybe Skittering next, and then Raft. I don't like Baird at all. Icy's great. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Well then. Muldrotha, eh? Well, someone's ending up with a Muldrotha. And it's not me. But we're taking Sarah Angel or Yavimaya Sapherd. And I think it's got to be the Sarah Angel. It's just a big creature. It's probably still worse than a lot of like cards. A lot of times it's been printed, it's been better. Yavimaya Sapherd's also great. Works well with my go wide theme, but I'm just going to take the Sarah Angel. I just need the big, powerful creature. I hate to pass the Muldrotha. I kind of wanted to hate draft it. If there had been nothing in the pack for me, I would have. But I mean, I'm taking Sarah Angel, then Sapherd, and then I would hate draft it because there's still really good cards for my deck here. Flying is definitely powerful in this format, too. Looking like we aren't going to have to play Charge, which is nice. I would like another Adamant Will. I think we'll probably wheel one of those. Oh, if I was blue-green. If only I was blue-green. I would love to be blue-green. Basically, we're playing a white deck, which is far from ideal in Dominaria, Hemocat. Because white is, like, in my opinion, the worst color. Red is also relatively bad on its own. But at least it has some, like, crazy aggro stuff. This is, like, not the greatest spot to be in during a draft. Ooh, Pegasus Courser. Sign me up. If we had a second Pegasus Courser, this draft would be in a better spot. Then if we take, I think we took Memorial to Unity over a Pegasus Courser. But that was after taking Divination. I think you can, Morgul. I think you can. After that, it would be pretty easy. Mesa, Unicorn, and then Corrosive Ooze just for more 2-drops. But Pegasus Courser is nice. Flying is good. But yeah, basically the way this draft worked is I tried to avoid white, but then it beat me over the head so much that I kind of got forced into it. What can I say? They made me do it. We currently have 1, 2, 3 green cards that are actually good, and then the land. So we could even switch into red with this Shivan Fire, Fervent Strike, Fiery Intervention plan. If we saw something good enough. Gift of Growth is a good one. I like it. Nice little combat trick here for my deck. Bloodstone Goblin. Do we have any kicker stuff? No, I think we're just going to be fine the way it is. We have 3 combat tricks, which is nice. Even though this is a... Adamant Will is kind of a bad one. I mean, not Adamant Will, the Arbor Armament is kind of a bad one. Because it's free Power Cane. Some people don't have enough gems to draft consistently on. Okay, this is actually kind of close. I think I'd rather have Adamant Will than Gideon's Reproach. Gideon's Reproach does kill a lot of things. But Adamant Will really facilitates my attacking. And then I have 3 good combat tricks. Gideon's Approach is solid. But I think I'd rather have my approach be like, oh, I can just attack in and then Adamant Will. I guess Gideon's Approach can also do a similar thing, but then I don't push damage sometimes. Or I think the best thing you need to be doing is to be like, okay, I have all my creatures in play. Like I have 5 creatures, I have like 4 creatures, and I can attack in with impunity and know that my guy's gonna survive. So maybe Gideon's Approach is better for that. Because it's less blowout opportunity. Yeah, let's just take the Gideon's Approach. I think a Adamant Will might wheel from one of those great packs that had like the Blessed Light in it. We don't need another charge, so we could just hate draft something here. We're not going to want Dub. Dub is just bad. Okay, we'll take the Fungal Plot. Maybe we'll want it, but probably won't. We'll play and Invoke the Divine, probably. It's a fine main deck card. Elephant, not really something we want. We do have this Blood Tallow Candle. Invoke the Divine is just a solid option, though. How many creatures do we have? Ooh, Dub. We don't want Shield of the Realm. Ancient Animus is sometimes okay. It's not great in this deck because all my creatures have 2 toughness, so it can't really fight anything reasonable. Well, Adamant Will came back, which is definitely my pickup here. Baird is nice with the 2 Davenant Trappers, but I'd rather just have ways that let me attack, and Adamant Will was a card I was kind of counting on wheeling. Call the Cavalry's, again, it's pretty solid, but you need cards like Adamant Will to facilitate your Call the Cavalry. And I was pretty much sure that was going to wheel. I have 5... I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Maybe I have to take this just to have more creatures. Yeah, that actually makes sense to me. I think I just need more creatures. Don't love Primordial Worm. We'll take this over Primordial Worm. Renamok is irritating. Because he's a 4-mana 2/4. Plain and simple. Cyclops, sure. We don't want Impulse. We could just play red-white, which is not ideal at all. But with a couple of Renamok, with a Renamok and some Shivan Fire, Fiery Intervention, could be okay. What was our second color supposed to be? We didn't see any good green cards in pack 3. What's the win con here? Go wide, we use a combat trick to punch through. Pretty much. How many creatures do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures. So fungal plots is definitely not getting in. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green cards kind of, and we could just like swap in these red cards. Kind of want to play this Arbor Armament if I play green. Charge is also an option. I have 5 red cards right here. And I think they're better than the green cards I have almost. Except then I'm running low on 2-drops because my Sapperling Migrations have to go. Sapperling Migration's a good card. I think it's probably correct to just play green-white here. So we can play 17 lands with a Memorial to Unity. Memorial to Unity's not even that good. I guess it can help me find some of my good cards, but yeah, we don't want Ancient Animus, we don't want Fungal Plots, we don't want Pierce the Sky. Charge is an option, Dub is an option, just for cheesing people out. But generally Dub isn't very good in here. Charge can be okay, but we already have a decent amount of ways to push damage with our creatures. 3 combat tricks. I think Charge versus Arbor Armament is really the decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, Arbor Armament is just a little bit too weak, I think. Probably Invoke the Divine's worse than a second Charge. Okay, I think this is going to be the deck. Not my best deck ever, but I think our seat was pretty difficult. If we, I try to avoid white in this set, which I think is correct because white just doesn't have as much good stuff going on, and that was slightly costly in pack 1 because I think maybe we were supposed to end up in, I don't even know, red white maybe, but red white being open is kind of a bad spot. So like that's just the way it works out sometimes, where the person next to you is getting into a blue deck and you can't. But we first picked Divination. I don't even remember what we took it over. Oh yeah, over Marwyn or something. It was over some random green cards, and I think we're in pretty good. We have a pretty solid deck considering how difficult our seat was. We could also just try to cheese him out with Dub, but I think we're just going to get blown out if we do that. And we are kind of cheesing him out with Charge and stuff. So yeah, let's do it like this. We're going to go 9/8 mana base because we do want to hit all of our cards early on, and we don't have any super big double colored things. So we'll go 9 plains, 8 forests. And yeah, should be a pretty interesting games to say the least. I could also just play 16 lands maybe. Yeah, maybe we're supposed to go 9/7. No, I think we're just gonna go 9/8. 9/8's fine. We also have this land to sacrifice. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the draft portion. I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, especially those who support me at the credits level. I really appreciate the support, and thank you so much for helping me continue to produce high quality content on a consistent basis. It really does help me out a ton, and if you'd like more information about what it means to become a patron and the cool rewards you get as my way of saying thank you, you can find that information at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado though, let's get to the matches. To round 1, we have won the die roll. We're keeping this. Hello. Oh, this is a great hand. Oh, he's so dead. He's so dead. Oh, this is gonna be great. Da, 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 da. If he doesn't have a 2-drop, he's in such big trouble. Oh, he's also playing a white deck? Oh my gosh, he's playing Tragic Poet. Oh, that's amazing. We're going to play the Honor Guard first. Oh, that's amazing. What the heck is going on? Is he playing blue-white? No, he's also playing green-white. What the heck? We're both playing green-white. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's fantastic. He probably has Gideon's Reproach here. I don't really care. If he trades Gideon's approach for my Banished Honor Guard, I'm okay with that. I do need to draw creatures in this situation, though. Sure. Oh, smart. Plays around, This is so good. We both have the mirror match. Oh my gosh. He probably has more green and I probably have more white, but the fact that he's playing Tragic Poet is hilarious. I kind of want to wait on my migration so I can kick it. Hopefully we draw some lands and stuff to do. Okay. Resolve. I think I might cheese him out with double charge. We're going on to full control here. Let's just go for the Pegasus Courser, I guess. Or maybe we'll just kill the Baird. If he has a combat trick, he has a combat trick. Boom! Sniped him. No! I wonder if he'll block here. He probably will. And we'll go Adamant Will plus charge. We are 2 for 1ing ourselves to kill a Mammoth Spider, but he's also playing Tragic Poet, which is basically not a card. So... And I gained 5 life. So once I get I'm just going to save these cards. I'm at a high life total, and then I can use Sapling Migration plus charge to get the job done. Oh, what's he splashing? I assume he's splashing. Yep, he's splashing blue. For something. Both of us have garbage decks. It's so funny. You know what would be good? Jousting Lance. Maybe we aren't going to be able to kick the migration. Hello, Sarion. We're playing in full control to mess with him. Lifelink too strong. Well, that was a good draw. Hiya, Tups. How's it going? We are currently drafting against Ryan Spain, so we're playing him right now. And we just drew our Icy, which is really good for us. But yeah, welcome. Welcome in, everybody. It's a chat gauntlet. Okay, so he's going to kick that, sure. I wonder if he has any charges. I can afford to play this pretty slow. I'm just going to wait till I can kick my Sapperling Migration. This is fantastic. The Icy's gonna shut him down. He can hit me with Pegasus Courser and a token. I'm okay with that. Imagine if he like doesn't play around the second charge. That'd be really funny. Like he just goes double block, double block. Oh yeah, that's getting tapped. I'm gonna save my charge. Okay. So I don't know what he's got in his hand. We're okay taking 7 though. Or 8 as it were. We're really hoping for a big charge here to wreck him. I don't know if he'll play around the second charge. That could be good. Definitely attacking all. Because then we can go charge, Aven Sentry, and then tap Thorn Elemental. Oh my gosh, line him up. If he had Wild Onslaught, he would have done some big attack last turn because he had 8 mana. So he does not have Wild Onslaught. He would not have cast Mesa Unicorn if he had Wild Onslaught. I wonder if he's afraid of another charge. Really? Okay. That's a smart block. Kind of. He's playing around second charge. What a genius. Holy heck. I'm inspired, not gonna lie. He's probably like, what are the odds of him having another charge? You gotta have something, probably. So he'll take 2, 4, 7. But he'll gain 3. He's gotta have something. Blessed Light on my Mesa Unicorn? Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to tap Mesa Unicorn. I'm just going to rely on him not top decking anything or drawing a blank. Can't believe he played around second charge. That was good. Big draw. So he has 2, 9, 10, 11 damage, so he can't kill me quite. So I'd sacrifice this to go for these. So I tap that. He goes block, block, takes 4. So there's also the thought, I tap this thing, he has to chump there and trade, and he goes to 1. Oh, man. We're going to see what we find off this first. It might depend. It might impact our decision. So I think we just want to get this Pegasus Courser into play. No, we don't want to do that. We want to get an extra creature into play. The reason I'm not getting Pegasus is because that just delays me an extra turn. Yeah, but I'm also... Yeah, I guess. I could have just gone for it. If I get him to 1, though, he's basically dead. So him jumping here is pretty reasonable to expect. Guess now I get wrecked by a combat trick. Yeah. It does. I kind of wanted to just go for it, but at the same time, he goes to 1 now. It's all on the table. He's at 1. Oh no. Wow. Did I just blow this? He has currently got 4 creatures here. Minusing on my flyer, okay. Just gonna tap that guy again. Because then I wouldn't have the mana to tap. If he has specifically Gift of Growth, then I lose. But, you know. Boom! We got the win. Holy heck. Oh my gosh. Whew. If he had a trick the turn before, he would have used it in the combat with the Pegasus Courser to win against the Aven Sentry, so he clearly didn't have a trick. I think he bricked and I just gave him an extra turn. What a game. Welcome to round 2. We are redoing this matchup against Goat Planet because he unfortunately had a disconnect. And now he's mulliganing. We know that they are a Sultai deck from the first attempt. Meanwhile, Gahitsu's like, oh, you have the strats. The poet turn 1 was there till the bitter end, spinning this tale. Drafting white was your plan going in? Then how did I end up in mono white, Gahitsu? Riddle me that! They can syncopate this, but we're just gonna put the pressure on. Put the pressure. Put the kettle on. Put the kettle on. I say, put the kettle on. No! Ugh. Opposite colors, one deck is a Chad. What's a Chad? They don't have their black mana this time. Much less terror. I've got him on a 4-turn clock with this Jousting Lance. 3 turns once we kick this Gift of Growth. Okay, we're going to kind of ignore this Juggernaut, I think. Or we'll Gideon's Reproach it. Probably the Gideon's Reproach line is going to be okay. Killing a 5-3 that kind of pressures me is important. Ooh, we're going to get to hit him again. We really need to draw a threat this turn. Like, Aven Sentry would be primo. Come on, Aven Sentry. So we hit them for 4. Kick this. Which is 8. We get to kick this to protect our guy. -5, -5. Nope. He lives. Haha. Haha. This Benelish Honor Guard is gonna go the distance, chat! I can show you the world. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, just all the 1-3s! Oh, this is amazing. Just charge the Honor Guard for victory! For freedom! Freedom! They just have to chump every turn. Oh, this is amazing. I just need another creature now. Because they do have some time. If we draw like anything, we can win this before they draw Muldrotha. Freedom. Unfortunately, we're drawing all land and non-creatures. Oh, the trickery. A shrubbery! Oh, this is hilarious. We're just going the distance with the Honor Guard. No, Zahid! Zahid! Luckily, we have this Adamant Will. Oh, that's a heck of a draw. We're just going to do that. Sure, we can kill the Zahid with the Adamant Will, but we're just going to make 4 1/1s and then charge them. Goat Planet got so unlucky. They drew like all their bad cards. Oh my gosh, they have Traxos too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they don't think they're dead. Charge! The Benelish Honor God must not fall. Just doing this because we want to show them all the cards we had. Charge! Zahid is dead! Oh, long live Zahid! Oh, that was great. Oh my gosh. Overkill. Good game. Good game, Epithet. Good game, Goat Planet. Oh, that was hilarious. On to round 3. Well, we finally lost a die roll, but we have a great hand here. Okay, he's a red deck. Sure. So it's debatable. I think we probably do want to run out the Jousting Lance just because we want to spend our mana. Oh, hello. Even though we don't get a tap, it looks like we're going to be the control in this matchup. He's playing mono red. Oh my gosh, Cauliflower, you beast. We're just going to play out Pegasus Courser. It blocks the Keldon Warcaller. Okay, it dies. It eats the removal spell, but our Call the Cavalry is going to be really good. Vigilance plus this thing is going to be nice. We will have to be careful of run amok. Okay. So we do take 4 from this guy. Hexproof from black is actually kind of relevant. Sure, they kill that. We just want to get both of our combat tricks. We'll have them primed and ready for next turn. Oh, man. Never mind. Oh, this was a beating. Unfortunately, we didn't draw any Sapperling migrations. I feel like this was just a classic... Oh, why did I play a land? Whoops. My draw did not line up well against his draw at all. Ah, Dredge Sentinel. What are they bringing back? A Pegasus Courser, probably. That was disgusting. Haha. Good game. Massacred me. Oh, if we'd been on the play, that game would have been very different. Just throwing that out there. Also, if we, instead of playing our 2 creatures that one turn, had played 1, maybe we would have gotten less wrecked by Eldest Reborn and the Shivan Fire. Basically, we would have given our creature indestructible, and then they would have Eldest Reborn and made us sack it anyway. Basically, we needed our Sapperling migration to not get wrecked by the Eldest Reborn. Happens. Welcome to another round. We're playing against Gehitsu, who is a frequenter of the stream. She watches it all the time. And it's going to be a blast seeing how this goes off. So yeah, really excited to play Gehitsu. I'm just going to play this guy, and then I'm going to play Call the Cavalry. Ho-ho, Gehitsu's playing blue. I actually really don't want her to block, but I'm going to try to force the damage. Because I would use my charge to kill that probably, but I'd rather just get my stuff out. Because I would have like traded my whole turn, or I'd have to play the Sapperling migration early or something like that. Chat is rooting for chat, probably, presumably. Or they're rooting for me, it depends. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be... Don't think we're gonna play that quite yet. Oh, did she miss a land drop? Looks like it. They could have Befuddle. Ouch, Condor. That's rough. That is rough. I got crushed by Cauliflower. She got a Swamp. She probably has Befuddle, if I had to guess. Blink of an eye? Okay, that's good too. I'm just gonna play this. It attacks really well. If she plays like a Cloud Reader Sphinx or something. I hope it was Ryan's. I don't want to play against a second Teferi. Okay, we're just going to attack with all. She probably has a Blink of an Eye or instant speed removal of some kind. Hexproof from black is nice. Cast down, sure. Some of these games have felt really one-sided. Her missing a land drop really cost her. It wasn't anything she could do, really. She has a great deck. All these cards are pretty solid. Okay. I will sacrifice my 2/2 for the good of the game. Ripperoni, pepperoni. She actually played it really well. The turn I had to use charge was really bad for me. Oh, that was just a disgusting draw. If she goes block, she still dies. Just wanted to show her that there was, yeah, it was just a, and yeah, that was brutal. Rough. Got the win. 3-1 in the gauntlet. So far, only Cauliflower has defeated me, and I'll see you folks in the next round. Welcome to another round. We are against a Murph Smash. Again, we have a great opener. We are going to hold this Blood Tallow Candle until we have one of our Davenant Trappers, or at least until the mid game where we have like a decent chance of activating it. My cat has been here the whole time. She just likes to sleep behind my computer. Ooh, a red deck. So we're going to go 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, and win the game that way. I like it. Yikes. We did, Aloran. We did. Ooh, mono red. Not going to attack. Into open mana. We can just develop our threats. Wait for charge. Thanks for linking that, Kahitsu. Journey Mage, no! No, Journey Mage! Oh, red-white, okay. Just playing our curve out. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. Hopefully Sarah Angel's pretty good. Maybe I want to just play this Call the Cavalry and Blood Tallow Candle this turn. I kind of want my Sarah Angel to stick around. This is going to be good. I like this. Because now if I draw a land, I can use the Blood Tallow Candle to kill this guy. And it feels like they probably have something. Or they're just missing lands. Okay. That was good. killing that creature is actually really valuable to me. Like if this trade happens, then it means that I can just tap down this thing the whole time, and then I can start attacking with my 1/1s. So the smaller the board is, the better for me. Okay, that's okay. I'm glad I didn't do anything crazy with my Gift of Growth. The reason I didn't play Sarah Angel these past couple turns is because I really wanted to live. And so I just was trying to make them use their removal spells on like Baloth Gorge or something. Like if they have Fiery Intervention and they go land, kill this. Oh gosh. Well, that's terrifying. It's going well, Ethan. We are playing in a chat gauntlet thing, which is really fun. So basically we brought 3 members from our community, and we drafted against Ryan, who brought 3 members from his community. And then we drafted on MTG Hiroko app or whatever it's called. And then we are battling it out. So in the round 1, we played against Ryan. It's definitely really fun. I think you would enjoy doing it too. So if you're ever interested, just hit Ryan up. I'm sure he'd love to have you, but it's really fun. So me and Ryan both ended up with green-white, which was really funny. Oh, that's a bummer. We're going to have to kill that thing. That must die. We're actually going to tap this thing because we'd rather make him jump with the Siege Gang. Oh, that's awesome, Ethan. Okie doke. I'm actually low-key terrified of him just putting the thing on that. So if he does that, I think we'll just have to hold up. And then end of turn we'll kill this. Tap something. Go for the GGs. So he can sack this to kill my 2/2. You can sacrifice Siege Gang Commander to itself. I'm dumb. Why didn't I kill his guy? Tap his guy before that. Oops. Misplay. Whoopsies. You could say that that was a mistake. I do have 2 lethal attackers though, so I don't think it's going to matter. Ah, the post-combat equip. Got the win. We have secured a victory against chat. At the very least, we are 4-1. So far, only losing to the Wrath of Cauliflower. At least I can say I equipped it. Love to see that. Good optimism from A-Murph. See you folks in the next round. For the next round, just want to show you a screenshot that A-Murph just posted of what his hand was. Entitled, A Lesson in Not Splashing. He had so many good cards in his hand. Oh, that's a bummer. But such is the way of life. We are now facing off against Condor, who had the audacity to challenge me. He challenged me directly instead of the other way around. Ho ho, Condor, Condor, Condor. Thou shalt not know the way. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. This has been really fun. Not gonna lie. Oh, on the draw. Do we keep this hand? Probably. We already started the recording. Because Leova is life. Oh, yeah. On the draw, we're going to keep this hand. We have 2 good flyers here. We're against a blue deck. Bummer. But we don't really want to mulligan on the draw. We have a Gideon's approach that can stop early aggression. Optorino. I know, it's so fun to have the person, like, it's 100% free, which is also awesome. It's just like, there's no like BS rank thing that you care about. You just like, this is just for fun. We're gonna have a blast, and it is a blast. Couldn't resist the light white splash. Yeah, that's just a real unlucky on how that worked out. A Murph smash. Your deck looks sick. Like, you actually have some incredible cards there. We're just gonna Gideon's approach the Pegasus Courser. Of course, Condor never punished for his greedy splash. Sure thing, bud. Hit me with your best shot, bum. You hit me with your best shot. Varix? Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Your deck is sick, Amer. This is just the reason why best of 1 like games or even just any single match can go any way, because like Helm of the Host and Varix are like unreal, and compared to the quality of my deck, it's just like we barely got there. I think Condor's gonna win. This thing could go the distance against us. What's he gonna discard though? We're not going to block, because we have Sarah Angel that can block it next turn for free. I wonder what he's splashing. Baird, the steward of Argave. So probably would have discarded the Baird. So 3 cards in hand. We're not going to block this turn if he attacks. Okay. So this tells me that Condor does not have a thing to use with that. Okay. Gotta get in for some damage when I can. If I don't attack, then he'll know I have charge. We're fine blocking like this. Okay, perfect. We got rid of it. Nice. Unfortunately, we can't attack with both anyway. No! Our Adamant Will's gonna do work sometime, though. Well, you don't get the token unless you kick it, and you don't get credit for kicking it. We're just going to... Oh, man. That's tricky. Just gonna go for this. We'll see what happens. Oh. Nice. Baird has been protected. No! That's actually gonna kill it. I just don't really care about the Baird as much. That's not the right order. Eh. Oh, he didn't wait to kick it. Interesting. Close one. I need to draw something big here, like a sapling migration. That was a big draw. So he traded Time of Ice for a bunch of tempo and my 2/2. No, my creature's dead. If he attacks with everything... Oh, I didn't. My charge might have gotten him. So we just have to hope to find an answer to this Academy Drake. We do have a couple. We have Sarah Angel, I think. No, we do not. We have one more Gideon's Reproach. We have a Mesa Unicorn that could start attacking. We're gonna lose. Oh, Raph. Good game. Ugh. The greedy mana base. What is this mana base? Ah, max punished. Whew. Condor has defeated me, my new nemesis. I'll see you folks in the next round. And we are 4-2 against chat currently, and having just lost to Condor, but we have a great hand, even though we are on the draw. And we're excited. I'm excited for the final game here. The Benelish Honor Guard, the one that went the distance. Oh my gosh, we're against the red-green deck now? Oh no. They have multiple Halars. They have like 3 Halars or something. I remember seeing a lot of Halar. A lot of Halar. Okay, well that works out perfectly because we did want to get this out of our hand. We're gonna play this one because Indestructible is a little more valuable the longer the game goes. We're not gonna play the Blood Tallow Candle yet because we do have some shenanigans that go with it. Okay, just gonna play this guy. The beef. Nice little slab of beef. Beef. Oh yeah, Motor City Mama. This is fantastic. The organization is great too. Like you did a lot of good stuff making it go super smoothly. Just like challenges immediately happen and it's great. Oh no, Marwyn. Oh no, the Elf Tribal! However shall I defeat them? Oh. Yes. Just as we planned it. Okay, we're just gonna play this guy. Let's attack first. No, I don't really want to attack. I think we want to attack once we have these things set up. Just gonna play this. The elves! I'm actually terrified because I know they have kicker spells in red-green. And I don't want to deal with kicker spells. Oh, the Weatherlight? Oh my gosh, I am screwed. Oh no, please whiff. It'd be very unlikely to whiff. Oh no, Tadyova. Kidoke. So we can deal with that pretty easily. So they have one card I don't know about, top decking another. Luckily they cannot play Tadyova at the moment. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised they played that mountain. Maybe they have a reason for it. Oh, crud. Oh, dear, indeed. Oh, that would have been a mistake. Okay, perfect. So we do get to kill the Weatherlight. That's what we were saving this Adamant Will for. Okay, so they have Tatyova in the wings for when they draw an island. Oh, that was a heck of a draw. Heck of a draw. They have 9 points of power. Tap that guy. Our Davenant Trapper can trade with Keldon Raider. Do I have to attack with this? It does hold back Mar when attacking. But I think I just want to kill them. I'm fine trading Davenant for Marwyn too, I think. And this way it's a 2-turn clock. Almost. If they have another Keldon Overseer, then I take 3, 4... I take a lot. Oh, 100% blocking Keldon Raider here. Yova. I like how we have an abbreviation for it. With Yova? Why would you ever do such a thing with Yova in hand? Indeed. Okay, Take to the sky, Baloth Gorja. Be the hero that you always knew you could be. We are almost there, chat. Can we end our run 5-2? Rubbing my hands together because I don't know why. It kind of hurts. Oh, why are they playing their lands? They have Tatyova. They have Tatyova. No. Keldon Raider. Also, they have Keldon Raiders. No, Tatyova down. Good game. They did not draw very well this game, it must be said. We will let the Benelish Honor God fly over. Because the Honor God must be prevailed. Oh, yes. Boom! Whatcha! Green-white hype! Oh, green-white was so sick! What a deck! I did not think this deck was going to do well. Oops, profile. That was profile instead of deck. I was so unconfident in this deck. And then we got there. Holy smokes. 5-2 against the chat gauntlet. Running it down against, I think, one person from Ryan's community defeated me and one person from my community defeated me. But we ended up going 5-2 with this sweet green-white deck. Definitely overperformed my expectations. Charge did some good work. So if you made it all the way till the end of the video and you're watching this on YouTube, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section with any questions or feedback, and leave a hashtag ChargeGamer because Charge was actually a pretty good performer in some of our games, and definitely better than I thought it would perform. Or hashtag overperformance, or just hashtag had a blast, because I did have a blast, and hopefully you had a blast watching it. This was a ton of fun. I'm really glad that Ryan reached out to help me organize this, and it was definitely a super fun experience overall. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Be sure to check out the Twitch stream live at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Check out Ryan Spain at Going Optimal on twitch.tv/GoingOptimal or on YouTube at Going Optimal. He has a ton of great content himself. You can watch these things from his perspective and stuff like that. So it's really a ton of fun, and I really do recommend checking out his content. You can also check out my Discord server, linked in the description and pinned comment to help get notified when things like this are happening. All of that good stuff. That is going to do it for this draft video, though. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.